And here we go. Greetings all. The man in the box here. Just playing crypto. Well, we're just sitting around drinking coffee waiting for Bitcoin to decide to pop. Now, I've been saying it since I started this channel that I figure Bitcoin is going to run sideways up to around 50,000 and just kind of hang out there for a couple of weeks. Well, it's been 3 weeks now. I think we're about ready for it to move. Now, all market indicators and everything point to Bitcoin should be going up. It should, even if it's not skyrocketing up, it should be doing about a 5% daily, right? It should be doing about a 5%. The altcoins have been moving for like the last 3 weeks or so. And Bitcoin just kind of wants to hang out. And it looks like we got some playing around. It's a little hanky-panky with the charts there to keep it below 50,000 for whatever the reason may be. I personally cannot understand why they'd want to. But who knows? Who knows what goes through the mind of the whales out there? So this is the stock to flow model, which is very popular among YouTubers and very popular among different people. Anybody who talks about crypto and Bitcoin at some extent is going to talk about the stock to flow because the chart sort of kind of Bitcoin's price sort of kind of matches stock to flow. Kinda. I'm not a big one for TA. Technical analysis works if you want to find trend lines as to whether or not it's a good time to buy. That's about what it's good for. As far as predicting what's going to go up or down, I don't believe in that. Unless you got a huge subscriber base, and then you can pretty much just tell people, hey, put your money in Doge or something, right? And manipulate the market yourself. But we're not doing that here. We're just doing edutainment, as James at Invest Answers likes to say. It's edutainment. We're not doing financial advice. However, personally, I think if you have not gotten into Bitcoin, you'd rather be getting in now than a week from now, okay? Odds are everybody is projecting Bitcoin over 100,000 by the end of the year. That's only a couple of months away. How long can it sit at 50,000? It's been there for 3 weeks now. And it shouldn't be. And we'll take a look at the charts here that signify that. Now, on the stock to flow one that's very popular with people, you can see that we are off to where stock to flow should be. Right now, according to the stock to flow chart, we should be at 108,000 for the price of Bitcoin. And it should stay at 108,000. Once it cracks 100,000, it should roughly level out and stay around, the 105, 110 mark for a long while. So right now we're way below that at like 48, 49,000, and we've been there for several weeks. Just quite curious. Quite curious. Well, there is some playing around going with the markets. But we want to take a look at Bitcoin reserves. This is the reason that Bitcoin should be going up, right? Bitcoin compared to Ethereum, compared to all of these other proof of stake nonsense things out there, or these coins that have 35 billion coins. Ethereum, nobody even knows how many coins there are. These coins, Ethereum introduces a little bit of burning to their unknown max supply limit. And even though they're burning tens of millions of dollars of Ethereum every day, they're still not deflationary. That's how many coins are being generated for Ethereum. And Ethereum is going up in value. Ethereum hit $4,500 at the peak. Bitcoin is one of the lowest market caps in all crypto at 21 million. Circulating supply is only like 18.7 million, something like that are available that have not been mined yet. Don't quote me on that. It's around there. All right. But as far as liquid Bitcoin, for people to actually trade around and play with, there's like 1.5 million coins out there. So that's an incredibly small supply. And you take out of that 21 million total, you take out like between 4 to 6 million coins totally because of lost and inactive wallets. So there's an incredibly small supply. And right now, there's so little supply that like places like Coinbase and Kraken and Binance and all these places, they can't get any more because the miners are not selling their Bitcoin to the exchanges. They are not selling. Who would sell your Bitcoin when you know any day it could go to $100,000? Nobody. So why is the price stifling at 50,000? Bitcoin price returns to 50K as Bitcoin bears lose 450 million in daily liquidations. Yeah, all the people that wanted to short Bitcoin. Guys, unless you want to be a dum-dum, you don't short Bitcoin. Shorting crypto in general is a pretty bad idea because it's a loose cannon. It's not like in a cryptocurrency, it's not like in Bitcoin there's a CEO that could have some sort of a sex scandal or something that would, drive the company under. Or some CEO who could get in a plane crash and that would wreck the company. There is nothing running Bitcoin. Bitcoin runs Bitcoin. Bitcoin will soon be running the world. So why would you short that unless you're an insider who is in with the whales, who knows that it's going down? Doesn't make any sense. So anyways, $450 million in liquidations this week. Don't short Bitcoin. Don't short Bitcoin. We want to take a look at here with some of the stuff that looks to be like people are playing around with the 50K mark, which I had said for a long time. So we're going back here to back here. The first time where we broached 50K, we see right here. It wants to. Is that gonna work? Well, it doesn't want to center it, so we'll just have to do it like this. So back here, this is only a week ago. So this is the second time. It broached up here, but you see immediately after it touches around this 50K line, 51,000 line, there is all of these sell orders that go through where there's like 5, 6 of them in a row. That is not really normal. Unless it's a blow off top with something, anything can have a blow off top in the market. But something like Dogecoin, a pump and dump sort of a coin, is going to have a whole bunch of green on one side, a blow off top, and everybody selling off on the other side. Bitcoin, there's not enough. There's the money. It takes too much money to do that. It takes too much money. I think it's something like $1 million invested into Bitcoin will only raise the price by like $500. It might even be 500 million, or it's like $1 billion invested into Bitcoin will raise the price by $5,000, something to that effect. So when you're seeing Bitcoin hit 50, 51,000 and then drop back to like 47, okay, that's like $1 billion that was put in there to sell to bring the price back down. And you see these in here, and it's like, so every whale out there has their sell orders put in at 50K, and then it happens time and time and time again, right as soon as you approach this 50K, where you have like all these, like what's going on here? We have 6 big, huge sell-offs there. Just doesn't look quite right. Look, it's artificially held down, and that's fine by me. I'm fine. I know people who are just getting into Bitcoin. They're like, they want to see some movement and some action, and I know, just be patient, right? Just be patient. Once you're in Bitcoin for long enough, you're not really going to care about what the price is. Okay, it becomes more of an entertainment and more of a wow and a more of a, oh, those crazy whales, they're at it again, And you look for opportunities to buy. Right now, every time that the market is artificially suppressed, like when we had that big dip where Bitcoin was down to $30,000, that was great. That wasn't terrible. That was a great thing because it allowed you to reset 6 months of upward movement that Bitcoin had and allowed you to get in at a price from 6 months ago. It was a time machine. The whales time machined people. And a lot of people got in. A lot of people became whole coiners, and that's what you want to look for. So given that the price has been held like this, the price has been held like this for weeks now, and I'm guessing that they're holding off for El Salvador, because trust me, when El Salvador kicks in, they might attempt, because, the World Bank and IMF and the Federal Reserve and all those guys, they're not exactly happy with El Salvador. So there might be, a flash dip or something like that for a day. But once El Salvador is in there, there's a few other countries that are moving in right behind it. where you're going to have all of this liquidity and all of this trading action happening on Bitcoin where you really can't mess with the markets. And if you do, you're starting to enter into that national security problem line. If you're going to go up and try and, play with the markets and have fun, like Elon Musk did, who got fined millions of dollars for tweeting out stuff about the markets. And the SEC didn't like that because, the big guys lost a little money maybe on some of the things he was saying. And that's the reality of the situation, guys. Unless they really want to tank it for El Salvador. But here's the thing, is you can't stop Bitcoin. The most you can do is slow it down a little bit temporarily. But it's just like putting your finger in the dike. Eventually the thing is going to blow. And that's what we're looking at for this upcoming week. It is the 7th that El Salvador is the official go live. I'm pretty sure that they're still using it now, but the official, you have to take it. And all the citizens are getting $30 in Bitcoin, which to them is a lot of money, where I think their average yearly income is something like $4,000 US. So yes, a lot of people are going to be using that stuff. And we'll see. We'll see what happens there. What else is going on in the markets? What else do we have here? Bitcoin's up at 49.7. So I don't know. It was at 50 and then it went down to 47 and it's back up to 49. So if you ask me, it's a dangerous game to try and, if you're a whale, to sell Bitcoin right now when nobody wants to sell. There very high likelihood you won't be able to buy back in. You'll be buying back in at more than what you're selling for. Maybe they don't care. I mean, if you got Bitcoin for $10, $20, maybe you don't care. I don't know. Big movers for today. Of course, Solana. The crypto of the day is always Solana. It seems like day after day after day. Yesterday it was a little weak and I thought it was funny. It said it was down by 5%. But when I looked at it a little bit closer, it was still up by like 10% because it had gained so much. It went up to like 35 or 36, $135 or $136. It had gained that much from like 100. It went to 136. And then it dropped back down to like 110. And then however the 24-hour cycle was, it said that it actually lost 5%. And it's like, no. It gained 10. And today, we're gaining 15. Full disclosure, I'm not a happy camper when it comes to Ethereum. I had a friend that I do some gaming with, and they were saying how their buddy was getting into crypto. It took 30% of his bag of Ethereum to transfer it from the exchange to his wallet in networking fees. Yeah, not happy about Ethereum. But thank goodness for Solana. So 30% of my Ethereum bag is in Solana. And I caught it before she went up to 130. So I am ecstatic. 130 is still not a bad buy-in price. And normally I would say is don't chase it. You don't want to chase, but what else are you going to do? Unless you can catch it during the 1 hour that it has a dramatic fall. Okay, the 1 hour. I would expect when Solana hits about $150, a lot of people will probably have their sell orders there. So when she hits around 150, it'll probably pull back. But again, it will probably only pull back to 130 or 100, 125, $130, which is basically where we're at. Projections for that are up around $200 to $250 by, I don't see how it couldn't hit 200, but $250 by the end of December. What else do we have? Notables. Chainlink. Chainlink has never been good to me, but the technology, nobody has a choice, okay? When you're marrying decentralized applications with exchanges and the Ethereum chain, for instance, or Solana, and you're trying to piece all of these things together, Chainlink is the glue that holds all these different things together using their Oracle system, which I am not super well versed on, but everything uses Chainlink. Why is it only $30? Don't understand it. Apparently it's at an 800-day low. So, in my opinion, if you're looking for something to put some money into that might make a 3, 4, 5x in a short term sort of a thing, you might want to look at Chainlink. It has not popped off yet. Like I said, I can't really offer any sort of anything on that because I sold out of my Chainlink to get in at Solana at $35. That was like a month and a half ago. But if I had more money, I would be in Chainlink right now. Okay? So that's what we got with that. Any other exciting news, I will bring it to you with another video. This has been Just Playing Crypto. Please like and share and subscribe and do all those wonderful things to help out a brand new channel who wants very much to bring you better information. No, the best information. And the best edutainment that one can, that will hopefully make a lot of people very wealthy. Not investment advice, edutainment, something like that. Anyways, we will see you next time, guys. Take care.